It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orr and Mr. Nash. Discover your passion and unlock your future.
Welcome, everybody, to the January episode of the MCTS Experience. Very excited to be here. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash. How are you, sir?
Excellent.
Yes.
Onward and upward, as they say. Happy New Year, Orf.
We're back. We're in full swing. Happy New Year to you, sir.
We're in it, man.
Yeah.
It is no longer, hey, everybody's getting warmed up.
Oh, no.
We are in the trenches.
We're
deep.
right swimming in the soup.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Deep.
I love it.
Deep. And we love it. We love it.
This is when it gets really good.
Let's give a quick hello to our producer extraordinaire.
Couldn't do it without him.
He's the heart and soul of the entire operation, Nick MacGyver Sikowski.
Hello.
What?
Wait, what was that? Who was that?
Who's taking it? There's somebody taking over the board. Who are you?
Hi, it's Bernita.
Bernita ran. Wait, what have you
She's
done
a
with
student.
Nick
She
Sikowski?
commandeered the board. I love it. So
Bernita's joining us. She's our student board rep, one of two, and we're going to meet her along with Kenisha Pila.
But she's such a go-getter. She basically demanded, and jokingly, but she was interested in the operation. So
she pried the headphones off of producer Nick's head and said,
"I want to see how to do this.
Stand aside, buddy. I got this."
And so, what high school can you go to that you're a student and you're seeing how a podcast is done and developed and now you get to basically become part of the organization and see it behind the curtain.
I can't think of another one. Huh? And then you want to leave there and you want to go learn how to bake a little something or go fix a car.
They're making chili right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Students are going to the cosmetology program this afternoon to get haircuts. This is real, folks.
Yeah, we're not making this stuff up. We joke around a lot. We have a great time here with you, the audience, and with the campus. But it's similar to a functional business and a college, a small college, all rolled into one.
It really feels like a college campus.
Awesome.
A lot of kids tell me that. So stay tuned in the future for some podcasts that Bernita is actually going to run. So she's here as a learning experience.
So how cool was that?
Student-led podcast. We need that. We need that.
So it's the next onward and upward.
Agree.
That's what we do.
Agree. All right. A couple quick announcements before we get underway. First and foremost, if you have signed up to be part of the Strategic Planning Steering Committee, stay tuned. Continue to check your email. But we have 4 dates coming up, all at 6 p.m. February 13th, March 1st, April 20th, and April 27th. Do you know about this, what the steering committee is?
I was made aware. I read an email that recently came out, and I would ask everybody just check their inbox. And we all can get into that where you're just going through your email and maybe not really checking something out. But please take a look at this. It's an opportunity for you to integrate with all different types of people involved with the district as we set a course, a compass heading for where we want to go in the next 3-5 years and beyond. And, when you think about the 50 plus year legacy of MCTS, it's only fitting to have the perspective of people that are currently attending, involved from a business standpoint, et cetera.
The community members, the students, the families that are most impacted by what we do. So we're all going to come together and decide the future of the district and what direction we're moving in. It's great. It's great. And that's where those decisions should come from, of course. Mm-hmm. Next, just a little one here for you, Nash. Our gaming club. We've started a new gaming club among many of the other clubs that we have.
There's all types of things.
We got a lot of action. Yeah.
We're not stuck in 1970, 80, 90, early 2010s, 2020s. We're going beyond.
Yep. Full-fledged school community. We've got a robotics club, a math league, debate team, student council, all that good stuff, bowling nights, movie nights, fun things. And now we have a gaming club, a real gaming club that actually competes against other schools. Guess what their record is?
I would imagine dominant.
It is quite dominant. They've had 2 games so far. Guess what their record is?
2-0.
That's correct. They're undefeated.
I didn't know that.
Undefeated. Congratulations to the gaming club. Keep up the great work.
I hate to tell the other teams you're going against a STEM academy.
Yeah,
it's probably not going to go good for you.
You might have a hard time.
They leverage your resources, leverage your strengths. That's what we say here.
Yeah, we want to see our Eagles and our gaming club finish out the season without a loss. Undefeated.
Billy Park is down in the auto tech fundamental shop yelling, "Yes, please, yes, please." Huge Eagles fans. Hey, and talking about things that are on the horizon too. In addition to that, this is the time of year. Like when we talk about getting in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Personally, myself and instructors are having industry professionals, corporations, companies, representatives from companies come into the classroom, engage the students, on 15, 20, half an hour orientation. An example would be back in December, we had Ford Motor Company the week before the break. They came in, hosted all the transportation departments to a lunch, and then did a presentation about post-secondary education, college, 2-year college programs that are Ford-based out of Gloucester County Tech, attend Mercer as well, in addition to working as a career as a technician, maybe the parts department, maybe all these different facets of these avenues. And that's happening this coming Monday with the Penske organization, which is based out of Pennsylvania, Morgantown, up in near the Allentown, Morgantown area, Scranton area. And they're coming in, they're sending a human resources rep to talk about just how many different opportunities there are for career-based employment with upward mobility, coupled with post-secondary schooling, whether that's trade school, 2 or 4 year college. You know, it just used to be back in the day, it's you came here and did this. You came here and went to work. And it was almost a stigma that's just not true.
So many more options.
It's so not true.
There's so much more out there. There's so many pathways from every one of these programs.
And we're doing everything we can to go for it. I mean, the emails don't, and we love it. The emails don't stop happening. The phone doesn't stop ringing. And that's how this germinated, bubbled up naturally and organically. So again, industry professionals coming into class. We did it previously. We're doing it now. I'm going to be doing it all through the spring.
I love it.
It's
I love
awesome.
it. One more thing for our students to sink their teeth into. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I just thought of this. You have a big career fair coming up in coordination with our adult evening school and our principal there, Ms. Hamer.
It is awesome. That's going to be happening in March 21st or 22nd. We got a snow day worked in there. But this is just a culmination of how do we connect our high school student career-based opportunities with employers that also want to hire 18 years old and older, 18 to 30, maybe even a little older, person that started out one career path, maybe transitioning to another, and employers are seeking for career position, not jobs.
This isn't just a job.
No, job stands for, this is something I always say, job stands for just over broke.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a job. Jobs are great. They're supplementary income when you're an adult. When you're a student, that's your minor leagues. That's where you learn work ethic and the elements of executing. But job is
it's not a job.
You want
to just over broke.
Yeah, you're just over broke. A job is something you're not passionate about. And again, these are all things that we weave into our tapestry here at the school. I weave in my career lessons. Instructors weave it into what they're doing here on a high school level, but we also taking it to our adult evening school.
I'm sorry, I'm going to pause for a second.
Go.
Note to self, idea for shared time program, weaving. We could do a weaving program. No, I'm just kidding. No, but the neat part is we're going to be doing a career fair here at SciPec. We're organizing that, but just put a little note on your calendar. If you think you're a business or you know a business that wants to be involved with that, it's going to be coming out through all of our constant contact information. Email me here at the school. Give me a call. Whatever you want to do, we're here for you. Yeah, go through our website. You can also post things on our career board in the meantime, which is also on our website. But get in touch with Nash or Mr. Hamer, our adult evening school principal, and that means that's adults. That's students that are about to graduate. You can be a part of this. You can come attend the fair.
That's what we're going to email. So in addition to we're establishing the employers that we're going to obtain. So we're sending graphic design and myself are creating a flyer now to invite employers. That's going to be sent out now.
Okay.
Right now, early January.
Yes.
Then once we get the list of employers, we're going to create an invitation that's sent to all the adult evening school participants, students, graduates from say 1 or 2 years, plus high school juniors and seniors and parents, because you got to bring the parents in because that's how we land the plane. Put the landing gear down. You're all cleared. Land the plane.
Love it.
That's what we're going to do.
Love it. Last and final announcement, the admissions testing for the STEM Academy and the Health Science Academy. That means if you're an 8th grader and you have an application in, you need to sign up to take that assessment on either February 11th or February 25th. Both are Saturdays, and it's coming up soon. If for some reason you haven't applied yet and you need to, you better do it quick. Come in, visit, check the program out, and be a part of this. Time is running out, so you got
to go now.
Yeah, the time is now.
I mean, that's
February 11th, February 25th, the 2 test dates. If your application's already in, you should have received an email notifying you to sign up for one of those dates. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we're good. Let's get it going.
Let's get underway. We'll be right back with our Student of the Week after this.
Get on the path to a career you'll love at Mercer County Technical Schools. They offer industry certifications in recession-proof careers, and high school students can earn college credits in a wide variety of in-demand career technical education programs. Students no longer have to choose between job training and a traditional college experience. You can earn certifications, start working, and get college credits. Go to mcts.edu today.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a very, very special Student of the Week segment for you all. I'm pleased to introduce remotely she's right over here, or maybe over here. I don't know where she will appear on our screen, but joining us from the Assenpink Center is our board student rep, Kenisha Pilla. Hi, Kenisha.
Hi.
Thanks so much for being here with us.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Outstanding.
She was taking a sip at Starbucks, Orphan, right there. It's all good. It's all good.
And of course, with us in studio is our SciPec student board representative. This is Bernita Rayan. How are you, Bernita?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good.
AKA Jane.
Yes. Well, Jane is her real name, but she goes by Bernita.
We call her we call her Bern. We call her Bernita, Jane, Super Jane, all kinds of stuff.
So something very special happened this past week at our board meeting. So the student board reps have been coming for some time, and at the previous board meeting, why don't you, Bernita, tell us about what you discussed with the board reps?
So what happened was we've been talking about this for a while, the idea of getting recycling at our school. This was actually discussed back last year. I noticed in spring, actually, it was a friend that brought it up to me that we didn't have any recycling, and she started cleaning up outside, and I was with her, and I was like, how come we don't have any recycling? And it just became a question. So we actually kept going back to Mr. Palm and Mr. Warren's office talking about this and making this like our project, basically.
Yeah.
And we decided that it would probably be a project for this year, and then Mr. Washington was talking about how Mr. Carey needed a representative from each campus, and then it just fell together. It
developed. And Mr. Washington, our student council advisor, and Mr. Carey, our superintendent. So, and when I happen to know that when he came to, when it was brought up, he said, absolutely, we should have student reps. We need the students to have a voice. So Kenisha, what was it like at that initial board meeting when you guys proposed it? Were you nervous? Were you confident? Did you yell? What happened?
I was definitely really nervous. I'm pretty sure Bernita was too. I actually had like a whole little speech planned about what to say. It's pretty cool.
Did you write something?
Everyone was really nervous.
Did you write something down, or were you just did you fly off the cuff, even though it was a prepared speech?
No, I had a whole little speech plan about what's going on in Assenpink, like whatever I just wanted the board to know.
Mm-hmm.
I was a student council rep, so I want to talk a bit about student council too.
Okay. I know that you are both student council members as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you've done a whole bunch of other good work. Both student councils from both campuses have. We have a special announcement too coming up that I'm gonna let Kenisha talk about. But Bernita, in your workings with the board now, so this would have been you've been to 3 or 4 so far this year. They're monthly, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you stay for the whole time?
Yes. So they're usually about an hour or a little bit underneath that. So I get there a little bit early, stay there the whole time, and then usually, at least in the fall, I had a college class right after that. So
okay.
I just bolted right across because the college and Assenpink are right across each other.
Yes, that's true. That's true. You're taking classes at the county college.
Yes.
Okay. So Nash, what do you think about all this? These are students. They're both sophomores in high school. What goes through your mind when you're hearing about it? Did you ever have something like this when you were
I just see to me it's just a natural bubbling up of the reality of what MCTS and the MCTS family is. And when you empower people to be part and be genuine, which is what kids come alive when they come to MCTS because of the realness, because of the true connection that they establish and feel, not only with what they're studying in a classroom or in the lab or in the shop. It's when they're eating lunch and talking to their teacher and talking to the board and talking to a superintendent. That's the beauty of what this is. This is real life. It's like a company. How many times has anybody heard the story of a person in a various department? Doesn't matter what the department is. They have an idea about something that's going on, and it's brought forth to management. That's what you guys did. So once again, it's just modeling something that healthy businesses and healthy companies do and execute. And to me, that's what strikes me, and I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, you should be commended for it, Bernita and Kenisha. Thank you both very much.
Very solid. Seriously.
Tell us just a little bit about yourselves, and then we're going to get to our special announcement. Where did you go to middle school, Bernita, and you know what attracted you to Mercer County Technical Schools?
Well, I went to middle school in Hightstown. I went to Melvin H. Krebs, and
Yes.
in the 8th grade, I started to learn about this really in December.
Okay.
And I realized the STEM program was a thing. I was really interested in astrophysics and robotic engineering at the time, and it seemed like the perfect opportunity. And then I heard about the associates, that, you know, it was possible to get an associate's here.
Yes.
And that would mean advanced classes and a curriculum where I was stimulated. And I was like,
that's very nice.
this is my thing.
You're doing a lot of that work on your own. You're taking classes outside of our course sequence to get that associate's.
Yes.
Okay.
How many college credits do you have right now, Bernita?
12.
All right.
That's more than you were.
It's more than I had after 3 years of college. No, I'm just kidding. So Kenisha, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you go to middle school? How'd you find out about Health Science Academy? How do you like the Ass and Pink Center?
Well, I live in Robbinsville, so I went to middle school at Pond Road Middle School.
Road, yes.
Yeah, a friend's sister actually went here, so I found out about it in early 7th grade, and I knew I wanted to like go into healthcare, so I thought it was perfect for me. After I found out about dual enrollment and like how 12th grade you like only get college credits, I love that.
Yeah, it's a good
I
deal.
love the Aspen Center too.
You're comfortable there.
Really
it's a nice
great.
environment.
Yeah, it's like it's a really comfortable. You kind of know everyone. You're kind of just close with everyone here. It's great.
Bernita's shaking her head. It's that I love what I hear both of you reflect this and what we see. It's almost a miniature collegiate environment, and that's what people share with us. And you two were doing that, so thank you.
Yeah, it really feels like that with the open campuses. You're going to different buildings and everything.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time for us to get to our very special announcement. I hope I haven't built this up too much. Through our student council, our classes throughout both campuses voted on a new mascot. Kenisha, do you want to reveal what the mascot is and put the word out there to all of our listeners and community?
Sure. So through the votes of students at both campuses, we are officially the MCTS Wizards.
The Wizards.
Because magic happens here. That's our motto.
Well,
Kenisha, you should be in a commercial. Yes, magic happens here. We are the Wizards. Outstanding.
And we heard about the magic. In other words, two young ladies that heard about something that piqued your interest, and you came here and you came alive. And that's pretty magical.
Yeah, it really is.
It's awesome.
So thank you for all that you guys are doing as student board reps, as student council representatives and members, and just for being a part of our community. You help give the students a voice, and congratulations, you are outstanding wizards and representatives thereof. I will give you your students of the week, Bernita Rayan and Kenisha Pila. We'll be right back after this.
You see me rocking around here with this great career from the tech school. You better listen to me, honey. If you wanna make money, go to tech school.
Hi folks, Matt Carey here, Superintendent of Schools. I'm very excited to welcome you back to another school year. Staff and students will be here on September 6th. Magic happens here.
Welcome back, everybody. This is a very, very special segment of one of our favorite segments, Teacher Tips. We're thrilled to have Wayne Hummel, one of two criminalistics instructors from our Criminalistics Shared Time program. Wayne Hummel. Wayne Bender is the other teacher. One of the requirements here is you have to be named Wayne if you're going to be a criminalistics instructor.
I saw that as the checkbox.
Yeah.
Are you Wayne? Yes. Okay, you may proceed.
You're in. Welcome, Mr. Hummel.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Let's hear the teacher tip. What do you got for us?
All right. So nowadays, computer security is really a big issue. One of the main things is phishing, where hackers will get out and get your password and access your accounts, either a game account, personal accounts, banking information.
From the game account, they can jump into, like, they'll start with a game and they'll move to.
Right. The games are a lot easier to get into and hack. And the problem is, most people use the same or very similar passwords for everything, right?
Understood.
So one of the biggest things to kind of avoid that, and a lot of institutions are going that, but sometimes you have to institute it yourself, is what's called two-factor authentication. So you'll put in your password, and then you'll get a notification that you're trying to access your account, and it'll also give you usually like a 4 or 6 digit code that you have to enter as well to verify that it's you.
So you log in, then they text you something on a separate device, and that way that verifies that you're who you are, and the hackers can't retrieve unless your hacker magically steals your cell phone, which they cannot.
It's either it'll come to your cell phone, or sometimes you get a notification to your email, however you choose to receive that notification.
Okay, all right. Is that an effective method?
It's very effective. I know the more layers that you can put on your security, it's going to be more effective.
Awesome.
Right.
So there you go.
Even though it might seem like a pain in the neck, it seems like it's worth it considering everything that's at risk.
So the long lost Prince of Algeria doesn't need $1 million anymore.
No, definitely not. Or the common one where they'll send you, you get a check that's for like $4,000. You won $2,000, but cash it and send me back the other $2,000, and then you're on the hook for the whole.
I walked into Orf's office. He has checkbook out. He's like, dude, you wouldn't believe it. I won huge big money.
I just sent it. This is very embarrassing. Real quick, Mr. Hummel, tell us just a brief overview of the Criminalistics program for our listeners. Anybody who doesn't know.
Okay, so what we are, it's a 2-year program. Generally, students come in the junior year. Do have a couple seniors the first year sometimes. You have a pretty large class, that's why we have 2 instructors. What we do is we break the class down in half. For half this year, I'll teach half the students. Mr. Bender will teach half the students. Then about this time of the year, after the second marking period, we'll switch classes, and we teach the other half of the students the same information we're already taught. We're both retired police officers. Also have military experience, so we cover really a myriad of topics, from policing, courts, corrections, as well as, especially the first year, touch on a lot of the book work on the forensic science.
Okay.
When they come back the senior year, we really put that stuff into play. Everything they've learned, say the unit, Mr. Bender's class right now is working on firearms, ballistics. We'll review that unit, and then we'll actually put it into play, and they'll have crime scenes where they have to collect the evidence, analyze the evidence, bullet trajectory, comparing bullet casings. We have a comparison microscope so they can compare different casings and try and match up and see if they came from the same weapon.
This is deep stuff. And a great way of combining your knowledge as a police officer and Bender's as a detective, putting the two together. It's a really nice criminalistic stew, if you will.
And any new technology, things that are exciting, it's always going to be the same. Everybody gets on the escalator at the same step. But the steps keep going and going and going in terms of all the programs from what we hear. I mean, graphic design, they used to pour petroleum-based inks into a thing. That's gone. But the elements of design and creation. So obviously all the basics like you're talking about. Anything new coming to your program?
Yeah, recently we just got a new computer system that has a virtual reality software on it that has virtual reality crime scene. It was built specifically for our program.
Oh, wow.
It's an existing platform, but we had a whole brand new crime scene built just for our program. Virtual reality headset, the whole deal. Students can go into that immersive world and process the crime scene in virtual reality.
I mean,
phenomenal.
You can't bring a crime scene to school, all joking aside, but you certainly can do it electronically.
We construct them sometimes, but it's a different approach and a totally different feel to it.
Really cool.
Really, really neat. Thank you very much. Thanks for the teacher tip and all the information about your great program. Your enrollment is rocking and rolling next year. You guys are coming along strong. So
good to hear.
Apply now to the Criminalistic program or any of our shared time or academy programs. Thanks, Mr. Hummel.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back after this. Well, Mr. Nash, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of the MCTS experience, and I got to tell you, it's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet feeling.
There's so much that we cover, but yet there's so much more that we want to cover, and so much more in the works that's coming up, like things that are going to be happening as we tread, believe it or not, dare I say, spring.
Oh wow, I can't wait.
It's
Can't
awesome.
wait for spring.
It's awesome.
But yes, as the great Robert Frost said, miles to go before we sleep. We covered a lot of ground. But I'm feeling a little sad because I don't like when these episodes end. I love spending time with you guys. I love talking about our school. It's great. It's great. Who do we have to thank?
Well, first of all, Mr. Hummel coming in and just unlocking, like, what's going on with cybersecurity, the dual password component. And people are like, why am I going to do that now? I thought he succinctly explained that and really delivered to our audience, hey, what's going on in the world of cyber and how not to get phished and all that, which was pertinent.
Absolutely. And of course, our 2 student reps, Bernita and Kenisha.
Big things.
Outstanding students, and just they're like a little microcosm of the awesome kids.
And what about Bernita jumping in and literally shoving producer Nick out of the way?
She gave him the elbow. She gave him a hip. She gave him a hip check and said, "Slide over, MacGyver. I got this."
That's what we do. We produce talent that wants to overtake the world and accomplish great things.
Yes.
No, seriously, these
in a positive, constructive
they got drive,
way.
they got passion, and Bernita's. I mean, again, what we always say to the kids is, your only thing that you ever owe MCTS is come back to us as you're evolving through your post-secondary, your first career, when you're managing a team of people, when you own your own business. We love to see you when you come back.
Let us know how you're doing. Speaking of that, next month's podcast, we're going to meet our successful graduate of the year, and lots of good things coming for you. Teacher tips, student of the week, the whole 9 yards. So we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to you. STEM and HSA testing coming up February 11th and February 25th. If you haven't signed up, do it. And speaking of signing up, listen, this is it. This is your final warning. Almost every one of these programs is full. Shared time, career prep.
Or is this the code red?
Academy. This is the code red. Apply
Warning.
now or it's over.
For real.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, years ago, it used to be like, March, April.
Oh, and forget about it. You're going to be one of these students who's like, I think I'll go and apply in the summer.
That used to be a common thing. Seriously. I know that. That was a common thing. We'd fill classes in the summer. People would be like, hey, I'm thinking about that now. That's not happening.
No, it's not like that anymore.
And it's not because you don't want it to happen. It's not because MCTS doesn't want people.
I want everyone. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you want to accept every student that applies.
I really want every kid, but there's just not room. We're going to have to build 17 new buildings and open 20 programs to fill the demand of students that want to come to these programs.
I love it, man. I love seeing the evolution of what we've come as a school and how people want to be a part of what we're doing.
Exciting. It's exciting. We've got
it is exciting.
Great new things going forward, and it's all good fun. On that note, I want to remind everyone to share this podcast with a friend, like it and review it. You can listen on Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon.
Spread the word.
Spread the word about that. Check out our YouTube channel. Tons of great videos and fun stuff made by student content, teacher content. All of us here putting out that great content for you.
You wrote original songs?
Let's not get into that.
Okay.
Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. All the social media platforms. We got it covered thanks to the great Nick MacGyver-Sikowski. And on behalf of myself and the great Nick MacGyver-Sikowski and my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash, this is Mr. Orff reminding you to discover your passion
and unlock your future.
Magic happens here. The Wizards.